Alrighty, welcome back to the second example list we're going to do for Inquisition and Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. So the homebrew rules that let you take Militarum Tempestus Scions and the other Tempestus units into an Inquisition detachment, as well as Ostropaths, Crusaders, and Ministorum Priests. So here we're going to see another example. So this one's just going to be a single battalion. This one's going to be more of a mechanized one. Again, this is probably not the most competitive of lists, just more of extreme example. So as you'll be able to see, we only actually really have one original unit from Codex Inquisition, or an Inquisition detachment, and that is our Warlord, which is an Inquisitor. So we're choosing Auto Xenos for all of them, and we're going to choose the Psychic Pursuit and the Auto Xenos specific one, Psychic Veil. So essentially what that's going to let us do is actually let us play with the new keywords that we've just given our Astra Militarum or Militarum Tempestus Scions. So essentially let us play with that. So basically one of those abilities will let us, I believe it's the Psychic Veil one, so essentially it will not let the enemy target a specific unit within 6 inches of that Psyker to be selected as attacks if they are not the closest unit. So basically it gives them character protection, essentially. So they cannot be targeted for range attacks and cannot be declared of charges unless they're within 6 inches or the closest target. So basically, yeah, character protection for that unit, which could be handy, as that means you could specifically choose that unit to perform an action, and then they could essentially be protected by units in front of them. So that means that's a little bit of security there. And then Psychic Pursuit, essentially that means you can turn one of those Militarum Tempestus Scion squads with plasma guns or melter guns essentially into snipers. So if you get that psychic power off, they can ignore Lookout Sir and then shoot a character that has 10 or less wounds. So say for example, someone has a buffing character like an Ethereal behind a Tau gun line, you could then snipe that Ethereal off with plasma guns and hotshot las guns. So that could be an interesting little combination there. And then moving on for the rest of the list, we've just got 2 Tempestor Primes just with command rods because we're going to have Scions, so we want to maximize our orders there. We've got 6 Militarum Tempestor Scion squads with 10 men each. 4 of those squads have 4 plasma guns, and 2 of those squads have 4 melter guns. So we're going just for the best special weapon options. There's not really any other choices for those. For our elites, we have 2 Ostropaths, one with Psychic Barrier and one with Night Shroud. So that means, again, we can then stack buffs still on the Scions because we've changed the Psychic Barrier and Night Shroud to read auto units. And if we really need to, we could put that onto the Inquisitor as well. So say, for example, that Inquisitor is going to be charging into combat or something, we can get some extra saves and some extra durability on him. And then for our long-range firepower, we've got 6 Turox Primes with Gatling cannons and the 2 hotshot volley guns. And then we have 2 Turox Primes with Turox missile launchers and 2 autocannons on each. So those are going to be more of our long-range anti-tank, anti-monstrous creature units. So nothing, as I said, vastly competitive, but just another example of how we can pull off these kind of fun lists. So basically, if you put these guys against a Xenos army of any kind, could be a bit of a stomp, just because everything gets the rerolls for quarry. But against anything else, it's probably going to be much weaker than, say, for example, is if it was Lambdam Lions, just because that +1 to AP on weapons is just superior in every scenario, as well as the relics and stratagems and the warlord trait you get. But it's just something fun that you can do, mainly more for something like a crusade style game where you can say, oh hey, this Inquisitor is bringing with them their militia forces with them, so yeah, they're going to be his protection, or they're coming down to, say, stomp a Gene Stealer cult that's dwelling in one of the hives, so they're just coming down, just going to destroy everything. So more of a thematic thing, more of a fun thing that you can do, but would be something nice that goes back into the original intent of my Road to Knife Edition series. So again, yeah, no, thanks very much for watching. I know I repeat myself a lot. I say a lot of like and agains, and yeah, I'm not the most experienced YouTuber around, but I'm just doing this series just to, just brainstorm some of my ideas, put them in the open. And if you have any criticisms or anything, let me know. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to keep seeing more of what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, no, thanks very much for watching.